everyone, and welcome to the 5 Minutes With series. And we're beginning today with Phyllis and I, and we're beginning with Iain Wheatley. Please tell us, Iain, who you are. Tell us about yourself.
So yes, I'm Iain Wheatley. I'm a nurse consultant for sleep and ventilation at Brindley Health, and I'm also the vice chair of the Association of Respiratory Nurses and co-chair for the OSA Alliance. Thank you for inviting me.
Good. So OSA Alliance, yes. So we wanted to talk with you and to see what your thoughts about the awake check. I mean, tell us what. I mean, we know what it is. So it's about sort of obstructive sleep apnea and insomnia. What do you think of our mission?
Well, I think it's going to be really quite useful to use the tools that we've got available and some other questions to dig out, particularly the groups that you're looking at, sort of healthcare providers, the sort of how they're managing their sleep, what's affecting them, and whether there's any underlying problems that actually they don't realise until they've looked at a questionnaire and thought, well, that's me. I do have these issues.
Yeah.
So potentially there are probably quite a lot of people out there that have got problems that could be managed in certain ways, but they just don't realise it. But maybe some of those things are affected by some experiences we've had over the last few years that have changed the way that people sleep.
Yes.
It could be a really
pandemic.
Screening call. Yeah, the pandemic being one of them.
I mean, certainly when I was working in my role in the NHS, the amount of staff that would come in and say, "Oh, I never slept last night. I'm so tired," and it was just relentless, really, for a lot of people. They just, because of the things they were having to do, they were not sleeping well at all.
I think that's just not the pandemic, is it? It carries on and on, really. It's particularly in staff that work shifts and that their sleep is very fragmented, difficult to get back into a normal pattern when it's all over the place. So there are probably quite common issues amongst groups of staff out there that this awake sort of screening tool will be able to pick out and maybe point people in the right direction for some management of those problems.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be a positive to have more current data. So that's the objective, to get some current data. I mean, how old, Phyllis, was the data that
it's 2014 was the Jörg Starr paper in thorax, and they looked at units that were delivering services. So it was about where services were, as opposed to being able to actually go to the frontline people and actually ask them, these questions. And I think the whole social media use of this survey was about trying to reach difficult to reach populations. And I think from a general public point of view, we've got a fantastic response so far. And
absolutely,
we were looking at what numbers we're going to need for our different groups. And we deliberately picked nurses and physiologists and teachers and
pharmacists.
We thought, if we could get a good cohort of them, we can look at the different characteristics of the people that are taking part in the study, and also by postcode as well, first three.
Yep, and then we've got age groups as well. So we have should give us some indication of how people are struggling. I think that's about it. We don't really need to labour this. So who wants to do the awake check? All right, thank you, everyone. This has been really good. Iain, thank you for sparing 5 minutes with us. Talk about this. Phyllis, good to see you again, and we'll wind it up there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.